Hi everybody, it's Diane here. As you read, we're making Inchies. Although we have images that won't fit on an Inchie. That's 1¼ by 1¼ So I don't know. Inchie Plus, Inchie Deluxe, Inchie Grande, full figure Inchies. Take your pick. And if you want to call the Inchie police, go ahead. Not quite. I don't think we want grass green, do we? Oh, actually, that's not bad. Okay, maybe we do want that. So these images are an old set of seals, you know, before stickers came in. I bought on Etsy. They come like, you know, like it looks like the original sheet. And I printed this out. It has two the same together to make tags, except those are too small to put on tags, Diane. Whoops. So we're going to make Inchies instead. An Inchie Deluxe, as I said too. Okay, let's just get some background stuff here. Now this one, I don't even know what size it is, and I think it's safe to say, who cares, right? That matches too well. Red. Yeah, I don't like that either. Kind of boring. No, we don't want blue. As you can see, that was on blue. And most of them have a blue edging. That's interesting. I don't know if you could tell where they were cut, you know, this line originally where you would peel it. Some of them are kind of off registration. So if you see a funky cut, it wasn't me, it's them. Alright, and I'm working on this book here because these are so small. I don't want to give you guys eye strain, which you're probably getting anyway, right? Well, what would that look like with blue? Okay. Whoops. Sneak. I didn't think so. Maybe red for that. Well, you don't see the bow. How tragic. Maybe like a real pale blue. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, here's a question. This is actually thicker than this. You could just cut this blue and that's it, right? Instead of mounting it to this. Do you see my point? I don't know. I may do that. Does anybody else do that? Or I suppose if you mount it up, it's that much thicker and sturdier, right? Alright, that's nice for that. Well, here. It's an old sample. Yeah, there's quite a lot here. We noticed, Diane. So exciting watching you get background stuff. Well, I guess you get the gist of that, right? Ooh, that's such a good match. It's too good. You don't see it. Yeah, too kind of busy. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay. In case you don't know, I'm sure most of you can figure out. I'm guessing these are kind of early mid-70s. They can't go too far into the 70s or they'd be stickers instead of seals, right? Okay, group, I'm going to find images or backgrounds for these images. Spit it out, Diane. You want to see the other ones before I pause here? And just for the record, in case you're interested, these were really cheap. It was $1.50. Even Diane could afford that. Okay, we have a really cute deer and some pines. It's really little. We have a wreath, cute locomotive with Santa in it. I thought you should have printed these bigger. I know, snowman, sleigh, a Merry Christmas garland that I'm not too wild about, presents, a drum, an ornament, and a holly. Okay, I'll be back with the backgrounds done and we can play with super teeny accessories. Hang on. Okay, let's start with the story one. So this is the one I was saying, you could just cut this and you wouldn't have to put it on the base because it's thick. But then when I was doing all this, I thought, well, it does make it stronger and sturdier. Like I said, okay, glue it. So after these were dry and I'm trimming them off, I pick it up and it was like this. I forgot to glue this one. So I guess someone's telling me something. It's just fine. Fine, be that way. So as the way I always work, I don't have anything in mind. It is pretty. It has a design on the bell, a church scene. Can you see that? Well, I think it needs some red trim. And if anyone's saying, Diane, you didn't cut that on a trimmer, did you? You're absolutely right. Maybe we should trim it better or put something on the edges so you don't notice that. All right, let's do that. You know what? Let's be smart and put something. Not that this is a great book or anything. I tear it up. It's a dictionary. But I don't want glue all over it. You never know. I might want to use the cover for something someday. Of course, I'd probably paint it or glue stuff to it anyway, right? Yeah, Diane, what are you talking about? Okay. And I've said this before, if you've never made Inchies, obviously you have a lot less real estate to cover than other projects. But I have found they don't really zip along. You're still doing fussy work. It's hard to find little accessory things often. So you do more hunting around, I think. Okay, that's too distracting. I can't look. Just get glue on the book, Diane, and shut up. Okay. Actually, that's kind of pretty, just like that. What if we put some snow behind in the form of the ever-popular gel pen? I'm glad they invented these. Okay. I reserve the right to add ribbons, or sometimes on these Inchies I use actually, sewing thread and wrap it around or something like that. So, all right, well, I have sequins too. That could be something. I have little hangers on I have little words embellishment type things too, or word type embellishments. Yeah, that's not too little, is it? Well, joy is nice. Who doesn't like joy, right? I should print out some more of those. I didn't think of that. Different phrases or words. Some of these fonts are hard to cut straight, I think. Case in point. That's not too bad though, really. Okay, that's pretty. I'm thinking I'll do something blue because of the blue edge. That's not going to show up. Or we ignore the blue edge. What about maybe a red ribbon on it? Just a minute. It's to my left. I got some really narrow stuff here that I imagine would be appropriate. That could be pretty. All right, if we did that all the way around, I won't glue it here. I can't cut it anyway. Okay, if these were around the edges. I think just like a sequin with that. Those are to my left too. Let's see. Here. Well, I would say red. Gotta be a million red ones in here. That's that pink color. No. I should probably pour some out in a little dish or something, shouldn't I? Do you have a little dish or something right here? No. Wow, red, we found it. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, this one I'll just leave it here because I don't want to lose anything. Well, this one does not have much real estate. I probably should have put it on one of the bonus Inchies. What about red on top? You would see more. Okay. And then a word like across. Possibly. What do we have here? Oh, 25 isn't bad, is it? That was sort of interesting of me to print. We have more joy. We have all kinds of joy today, guys. How exciting. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. You know what that is? Spoken that way. That's an episode of I Love Lucy. Okay. Let's just try a 25. All right, I won't be perfect. No. We have to be a little more perfect or I'm not going to be able to tell if I like it. kind of cute. Could put the 2 and the 5 on each side of the ribbon, the blue ribbon. Okay, gotta love a blue ribbon, right? And I don't mean beer. I mean like victory ribbon. Okay. Do they even still make that? I don't drink. I don't know. I remember that from years ago, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Alright, that's kind of cute. Like it's on the, get it? It's on the ribbon track there. Maybe a star by the stack, that's what they call that. Oh, we missed a happy holidays there. Well, I think I'll try for red again. I think if I get it down, that's okay. Come on, cooperate. That's okay. How about some snow? Gel pen snow. Yeah, our really nice warm off-season weather is all gone. You probably won't see that for a long time. How depressing. Okay, to let those dots dry. Okay, the ornament. Actually, should we do it on a diagonal? Might be more interesting. Now, if you're saying you could have cut that out, Diane, it might have looked a little better. You're right, but that's awfully tight and fussy in there. I didn't want to get it wrong. I also thought, since it's so small, that would heft it up a little. Does anybody buy that? Sure, Diane. You just didn't want to cut it. No comment. I don't know if this might be too much. If this might be too much. A little tiny, could be a 1/4 inch, might be less, across. Or maybe we could do just like one of these, and then like these, or, well, I think that's just too much. What about punch dots? And this thing likes to eat my dots. Oh, they all came out. Isn't that nice? Dan, how do you stand working with this stuff? It's so fussy and so annoying. You're right. Oh, come on. Plus, I trimmed my nails a few days ago. So that's not helping. That's okay. I could draw a line for the ornament hanger. Does this want joy too? We're going to overdo the joy today. We have plus size joy too. Oh, you can't overdo that, right? Well, it's really not going to fit. I just don't have room for joy. That's not bad. All right, I'll do something with that and fuss with these little tiny dots by myself. Okay, what one do you want to do next? Let's try the long candlestick here. Boy, that blue matches really well. You don't see it, which is nice. Now that, I didn't really want to cut that. I admit that in there. Okay, well, you can almost use something yellowy or goldy or something because of the glow. I don't know. That's kind of pretty. All right, let's put that down and then possibly ribbon or another washi top and bottom. And that was a question mark. And I have to toddle off and start dinner in a couple minutes here. You know, you get the drill. But I think, assuming these turn out in some fantastic manner, what if I make a few into Inchy books? Which I've done that before. I don't really remember if I made a video of that. If I have, it's been a long time. Because naturally I don't have that gold color. There's orange too much. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know. You mixed up Halloween and Christmas or something. What about red? Yeah, that would be okay. Oh, and speaking of videos, and I'm sure nobody remembers this, but in the artist trading coin video I made, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or so, I was saying, didn't I make some before? I couldn't find any, etc. I found a couple in an obscure box. I have just stuff in that's kind of random. So I found them. I did. I was right. But I still don't know why a video, unless I didn't film it, a video didn't come up. I don't know. But I did. So for anyone saying, yeah, you did, you're absolutely right. We have double there. Double your snowflake fun. What is that supposed to mean? I don't know. That's cute. That could use some dots. Maybe some red ribbon. Oh, that's cute. Did I put that ribbon back? First the narrow ribbon. Yeah, I did. Then we just stop being organized? Okay. Yeah, I just think some on the bottom. I picked this up one time because they didn't have the, you know, the stuff I usually buy with, you know, like this stuff. Kind of lamently. So I'm like, that's so narrow. You know, I'm never going to use that. But now I've used it. Okay, I have to pause. I'm going to finish these. And then we'll come back and pick a few, I think, and make them into little mini books. Okay, hang on. Okay, folks, I'm back. They're done. So here are the non-Inchies, the little bigger ones. Gel pen around. I really did fussy cut that joy. It looked better. I have sequin snowflakes and then punch snowflakes. Scrapbook paper behind, ho, a scrapbook, little gel pen. This is eyelash yarn on the bottom. The white is paper, some paper stars, and a sequin star. This one, remember I had a base left over anyway. I had cut that middle tree for one of the cards, didn't work. I had cut the bird for the wreath, I didn't like it. So I made another one, a sequin star, that's all scrapbook paper and a ribbon. This one I didn't change at all. Very plain-ish, but I think the image, you know, speaks for itself there. This one has washi tape behind, scrapbook paper deer, ribbon, white gel pen dots for snow. These two I don't think I changed. I think, did you see Merry and Bright? If you didn't, you're doing it now. I kind of thought about adding something in the middle there. I didn't know what. So I erred on the side of not, but I don't know. We have more is more, sequins on there, and then punch, circles, dots. Oh, this one's kind of plain-ish. I didn't change anything, but it's cute. The Merry Christmas I wasn't too wild about turned out fine. It's scrapbook paper gift and candy cane, ribbon, little scrapbook paper border back there. Bow, more scrapbook paper. This one has sequins, scrapbook, gel pen around. Sequin stars. That tree in the background, that's just cut paper. Gel pen. And while we're on that one, I did a second one because after I did that one, it was kind of sitting there drying. I thought, oh, I forgot I had those blue snowflake sequins. I should have put that on there. So I made a second one. And then I made these books. I went ahead and did it because I gotta find paper. I cut paper. I fold paper. There's nothing to see. It's just cardstock, scrapbook paper. I just glue it to it. So here's this one. This one. Pretty. Our train. And our snowman. So if you are interested in making these little books, here's your measurements. Like I said, it's just scrapbook paper. I just fold it. I don't score it or anything. I machine stitch the binding. You could staple it. You could do a pamphlet stitch. I have 3 pages in here. It's just white printer paper. I think that's all you need to know about that. Okay, I think these are cute. Yeah, you could string them and make an ornament or a little banner. I generally don't write or anything in them. I just set them around at Christmas. I think they're cute. Okay. All right. Well, as fussy as you saw these can be, and they are, I admit it, they're fun. They're really cute when they're done. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a nice day.